Nixie here with 6 Silver Seals, bringing you our first Pick a Card YouTube video. This is going to work a little bit differently than our normal tarot card content, just in the fact that this isn't very much a time-specific reading, more or less a specific topic or question. So whenever you feel called to this message, whenever you're finding this, regardless of when we posted, if it resonates with you or this is a question that you've been searching for an answer for, this reading could very well be for you. Disclaimer that this is kind of a general reading for the collective, so please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If you find that you're looking for some clarification about your specific situation and what you're going through, both Alum and myself are available for individual readings where we can sort of build upon what speaks to you in this reading or any of our other tarot contents, whether it be our Tarot Tuesday videos or our tarot card pulls on our Instagram and our Facebook. Or Patreon for that matter if you are a subscriber there, because you get early access to all of our tarot polls and YouTube videos. So today's question or topic for this pick a card is basically, what are your guides trying to tell you? If you feel like someone's been trying to send you a message but it's just not clear, or you're looking for some clarification or validation, this reading may very well be for you. So without further ado, I will focus on our 3 piles here and let you select which pile you would like to, which one you're vibing with, which one calls out to you, and then we'll have timestamps in the description and you can go to that pile for your reading. All right, friends, here we have our 3 piles of cards. This is a mixture of tarot and oracle cards. So this is pile 1. We have this beautiful rose quartz here. Then we have pile 2 with this red ribbon jasper. I really love like the two-tone color of this beautiful stone. And then in pile 3 we have this rutilated quartz. So if you need to, go ahead and take a moment to pause the video and really focus in on these cards and see which one really calls to you. You take a couple deep breaths and really just focus in really on which one is sort of vibing with you. We have group 1 with the rose quartz, group 2 with the red ribbon jasper, and group 3 with the rutilated quartz. When you feel like you know which pile you want, feel free to hit the timestamp in the description for the respective group, and we will get started reading the cards. All right, group 1, this is for the first pile with the beautiful rose quartz there. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. All right, first up we have, the 2 of Cups. So what message are your guides trying to tell you? I think this is definitely about a union or a relationship that you're in. That's what this message is about. I don't know if this is going to be advice that they have for this relationship or a warning or something, but I definitely feel that it has to do with a union or a partnership. Potentially romantic, but maybe not. And we also have the 2 of Pentacles. Maybe you're juggling a lot of different things right now. Yeah. Maybe this relationship is one of the things that you're juggling. We can also see this ship in the background of this card. So there's a lot going on. Not necessarily a bad thing. You could very well be enjoying all the different things that you've got going on, but there's definitely a message coming through about all of the different things that you have going on, all the responsibilities you have when it comes to this union and this partnership. Ooh, know your power. Don't, okay, so maybe you aren't enjoying it, but you should be. Um, you're more powerful than you think. That's very clear. You're doubting yourself a little bit. You're doubting that you can do all of these things and that more things can come onto your plate. And maybe you're worried that this relationship will suffer, but you can balance. You are powerful. You know more than you think you do. Heed your dreams. Yes, you don't think you're capable of juggling everything that's going on right now. And I think your guides want you to know that you are capable. It's this union and relationship will survive and can even blossom with all that's going on. Maybe you need to bring this partner into all that you have going on. You are struggling. This was reversed. Be patient, reversed. You are struggling. You are struggling to be patient right now with everything that's going on. And like, I get that. You have a lot of things going on, don't you, Group 1? You are struggling to be patient. You know you need to, but that has always been hard for you. But you have the power to go after what you want. It may seem like you have a lot going on, but you definitely can balance it, and you have someone in your life that can help you. Very much they can help you, and it will be a very loving partnership. It doesn't platonic love, romantic love, it could be either, but there's definitely more to this, and they can definitely help with all that you have going on. Well, that's interesting because we're talking about partnerships, but then we pull up a time to walk alone here. Perhaps there are some things that you do have to do alone. Maybe there's a fear here that taking on so much will take away from this. But it's okay to do some things alone. It is. Fleeting beauty. Again, you're struggling to really see the beauty. This ties in with this be patient, I think. You're struggling to be present in the moments and be grateful for what you have. Be grateful that you have all these things going on. Even if it feels like you can't do it all, you definitely can. You have the power to do it, whether it be alone or with someone else. You can very easily accomplish your dreams. Leave behind what is no longer you. You are definitely growing through this. You're holding on to something. Your guides can see that you're holding on to something that's got you tied to the past and to the way things were. That's why you're struggling to see the beauty in the everyday moments. Why you're struggling to be patient is you're remembering a time and a person that isn't you anymore. And it's time to let go of that, to move forward into something new. Maybe maybe you're healing through this process and you don't think you can. You don't think you can juggle all that you've got going on and heal, but you definitely can. A reminder to dance with joy, to be present, to be grateful, to see the beauty. You are in the middle of a beautiful journey. It may not seem like it, but if you can take the time to be patient, to see the beauty around you, there's a lot of growth coming out of what you're going through. Your guides want to remind you that you are on the right track, that you are powerful enough to reach your dreams. And it's going to take a lot. Sometimes you're going to walk alone, but there's a beautiful relationship either blooming or maybe even on the other side of this. You also have the grape jelly dragon, childlike, the cherry dragon, grace. I feel like this child, like, it ties in with this dance with joy. Don't neglect your inner child through this. Make sure that you are having fun throughout this. All these different things you have going on do not need to be painful. You can have fun juggling all these different things, much like the jester does. Don't be fearful of all that you have going on. And go with grace. Like, if you have to walk alone, if it turns out that you do have to do some things by yourself, go with grace. Your guides are there to help you through all of this. And it doesn't have to be messy. It doesn't have to be painful. It can be very graceful. Do your healing on the inside. Don't let it show. Know that you have the power to go on. That's what your guides want you to know today. Is that you are much more powerful than you think. Don't miss out on the beautiful moments. Be present. Find joy. Nurture that inner child. And just know that you are capable of great, great things. Even if it seems like you have too much going on, you're all right. You got this. All right, that is group 1. Let's get started with group 2. All right, so here is group 2. This is the red ribbon jasper, beautiful two-tone. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. What are your guides trying to tell you? What message is trying to come through? Ooh, first we have the 5 of Cups reversed. You've lost something, and you're not really giving yourself the time to really grieve over it. You're not taking in the lessons that you've learned from that. Seven of Cups. There are a lot of choices in front of you. Maybe on how to grieve, how to move on. There's a lot of different ways to do it. And you're really not sure on how to do it, but really, yeah, you're not moving on from something because you're not sure how. Wash away your burdens. You're not doing that. You're carrying this burden of loss with you, and you're struggling with it. You're struggling to move on and to let go. Instead, you need to ground. You need to sit with it. You need to know that you can't just ignore grief. If you ignore it, it's only going to grow stronger. It's not going to go away. You need to ground into it, really sit with it for a little bit. It's going to be heavy, but the sooner you can ground into it, the sooner we flip this over and you can wash away that burden that you feel, maybe the guilt or shame associated with this loss. See the truth. Something about this loss was deceitful. I don't know, maybe a relationship ended because of a lie or infidelity or something. So whatever ended is a good thing. It seemed good for you at the time when you were in it, when you had it, but it's actually really very much a good thing that you lost it. You need to see the truth of what was actually happening so that you can move on from it. You're stuck not knowing how to move on because there were these two sides, the truth of what was actually happening and then what you perceived was happening at the time. Beauty of age, but reversed. Again, the time that you spent growing through this relationship with age comes wisdom and knowledge. But you're still stuck in who you were at the beginning of this, before you lost this thing, before you even had this thing. You're stuck, or how you were when this first started, you're stuck there. This very much feels like a relationship type thing. But you're stuck in who you were at the beginning, in that youthfulness of the relationship. But you've grown and you've changed. You have the wisdom to see the truth. Don't neglect that. Immortality. This isn't going to kill you. It is going to hurt like hell. What you're going through and moving on from it is going to hurt like hell. It's not going to kill you. You can get through this. Bringer of change, but again, it's reversed. This lack of moving on is holding you back. Nothing is going to change until you see the truth. Acceptance. You're getting there. That's what your guides, that's the message from your guides, is that really you have to accept things as the way they are. You have to accept the truth as it is. It's going to be hard to see. Take some time to really examine it, really look at it and see the truth. That will make this clearer. That will allow you to grieve and to move on, and that will clear up the way to do that. It will clear up the path forward. Gooseberry dragon for stealth. Corn dragon for friends. Lean into your friends. Really lean, like, they're going to be there for you. It may not seem like it, but they will be. And you know what? Use those friends. Maybe this truth is still a little bit hidden from you. Maybe you can't see it. So, I mean, maybe some of you aren't even out of this relationship yet, but you have some suspicions. Things are different, and you're grieving the way things were. Do a little bit of spy work. Let your friends help you. You have to get to this truth. You have to get to this truth. If you really want to find a way to move forward, in or out of this relationship, you have to get to this. This feels like very much the most important part, is that you have to see the truth and then you have to accept it. You'll be all right. You will. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. That's group 2. Let's move on to group 3. All right, last but not least, we have group 3, which is the rutilated chords. So let's see what message the guides have for group 3. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. You're very distracted. You have a lot going on. You're not very focused at all. 4 of Wands reversed. You're not going to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish if you don't have a plan. And because you're so distracted, you don't have a plan. You can't make one. You don't have a team. You can't really move forward with what you need to do, what you want to accomplish when you're so distracted. Your guides want you to focus, is what it seems like. Be without malice. What are you spending your time doing? Are you judging other people? Are you focusing too much on others? Focusing too much on others and not really you're not really focusing on what you're going through. You're somebody's hurt you, somebody's been, maybe somebody betrayed you, and you're kind of letting your emotions control your actions and take over. You're not really letting yourself heal, and really this betrayal that you feel is directing your actions, and that's not really what you need to be doing. You need to be seeking the lesson from what you've been through. Stop being distracted by revenge or by payback. Seek the lesson that you need to learn from this. Embrace the dark reversed. You're having an issue really understanding understanding your anger. You're having trouble understanding the emotions that you're having and how to properly communicate them. They're bad emotions and you want to get rid of them, and you think that payback will help you get rid of them. That's not always the case. There's nothing wrong with feeling hurt or betrayed. It's how you react that's important. Don't jump to payback. Look for what you can learn about the situation, rather than what the other person needs to have happen to them because of what they've done. Focus on you. You're struggling with those darker emotions, but you don't have to. Willing entanglement. Let the emotions come. They're gonna feel a little weird. They're gonna tie you up a little bit. But if you struggle, it's gonna make it worse. If you accept them as they are, if you're willing to feel and embrace the emotions, beautiful things can come from it. I mean, look at this card. There's beautiful things that can come from embracing these darker emotions. Sunlight after darkness. You're struggling to see how anything positive can come out of this. So what's the point? But by embracing these emotions and be willing to be sort of consumed by them and go within instead of without, you can flip this around and you can experience this sunlight after darkness. You're struggling to see it now, but it's there. It can't happen. Your guides want you to know that. Coming of age, but it's reversed. You really don't see the growth that can come from this. The situation that you're in just seems pointless. It seems like somebody just did this just because they can. Whatever pain they caused, it was kind of for fun, or you don't really see the point of it or what lesson you need to learn from it. It just seems pointless. It seems silly. It seems like there's no reason behind it at all. There's no lesson to learn. You need to go deeper. It's there. Growth, but it's reversed. Again, you're struggling to understand this situation and it's distracting you. Or maybe you're you're staying distracted to avoid facing it, and it's hindering your growth. You are not going to be able to grow if you don't embrace these darker emotions and go within for the lesson. Stop distracting yourself. Stop focusing on things that aren't important. You have squash dragon and turnip dragon. Opinions and resilience. You have to stop really caring about what other people think. Like they're allowed to have their opinions. Their opinions are about them, really, not about you. You're letting this hurt you too much, maybe. You're letting it get the best of you. You're not embracing these emotions in a healthy way. You'll be stronger because of this. The next time something like this happens, your skin will be a little bit thicker, but it's coming out a little mean. It's coming across like your guides are really telling you to grow up. Whatever this situation is that you're avoiding because you're angry, grow up, get over it. Grow some thicker skin by distracting yourself with jealousy and with bitterness and with revenge. You're hindering so much of your growth. You're preventing yourself from so many good things by focusing on this situation. You need to do what you can to learn the lesson from it and move past it. So yeah, that's the message for group 3 here. So there you have it. That is what your guides are trying to tell you. Again, this is a very general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If it went super well and you're really vibing with us, let us know in the comments what pile you picked and kind of what's going on. We love to hear about when things click with people through our readings. If you want an individual reading for more clarification, both myself and Alam are always available for that. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram, and obviously subscribing to our YouTube channel so that you get all of our content. We post weekly Tarot Tuesday videos, and we're going to start doing these on a regular basis. If you have specific content or questions that you'd love for us to cover, shoot us a message or comment and let us know. We're always looking for new topic ideas. And make sure that you check us out on Patreon. There are multiple tiers of a ton of cool stuff that you can get monthly from us, and Patreon subscribers get exclusive early access to all of our content. So until next time, make sure that you're being gentle with yourself and with others, and we will see you next time.